This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Guardian Radio Today is brought to you by Bahamar and Print Masters.
Hey, bye. Elections in the air. What a week it has been. This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. I am your host today, Garth Maynard Roseborough. It's good to be with you. I've had the opportunity to lay back somewhat, not too much, but just enough to catch tidbits of programming throughout the week. And I was able to actually listen in and hear a bit of yesterday's program with Dr. Cleveland Eneas III, Hakun Uncle Sarah. And he entertained a very good friend of mine who I grew up with. I was able to go to West Indies College in Mandeville, Jamaica with him. And I was also able to attend Andrews University, where I did my master's degree in divinity with him, Dr. Wilton MacDonald. And I saw some interesting developments and situations with him in Africa. And I was so happy to have actually have both of those gentlemen to meet. And I heard tidbits, like I said, and I totally enjoyed that conversation. For those of you who are not able to listen all the time, when you missed the program yesterday, I would ask you to visit the GuardianRadio.com, the webpage, Talk Radio webpage, and look for that podcast of yesterday's program. I understood from various circles that it was a great program, and I would wish that more people would have listened in based on the information that was actually disseminated. As for me, living in Golden Isles, it's an interesting conversation, I must say. And I can't wait to talk to you about that. We should have had some of the young people coming in today, the Whiz Kids, but I spoke to Mr. Charles Sawyer from Sawyer Studio, and we're going to postpone that for next week, Thursday, due to all of this election fever in the air. So we want to keep it somewhat political today. I'm off tomorrow, which is Friday. I think Robin Lyons, she'll be in tomorrow, 2 to 4. And then on Sunday, at 5 to 6:30, Darwin Russell, possibly Gabby, will be here with us for Remark. And you know, in Remark, we really have some great conversations on Sundays, 5 to 6:30. You don't want to miss that. It's the day before the by-election, so you know we're going to let it all hang out. This Sunday, 5 to 6:30 p.m. And so sitting in right now with myself, Gabby said she'll probably be joining me somehow today. Darwin Russell is attending a meeting that he had scheduled for 2:30. I want to make sure that you have your say today pertaining to the by-election. And of course, I see all the ruckus on the front page of the Guardian. Of course I did. If you have your copy of the Nassau Guardian, FNM wants Campbell gone. He is clearly conflicted, is the bold statement made by Dr. Dwayne Sands, the chairman of the Free National Movement. And Neil Campbell is a familiar face to us all. And then we see Rick Fox says he met with PLP and FNM about possible run. Well, that's expected. And government to deploy Defense Force officers to maintain order on by-election day. The need for order for one constituency in the Bahamas. Could you imagine that out of 39 seats, only one seat, and you need additional security because you Bahamian people just don't know how to behave. You just don't know how to behave. You just want to do your own thing. You want to rewrite how the job description should be, what the purpose is of each officer that's there. You don't trust nobody other than yourself. This is very confusion, mayhem, as it would be. And so now we got to bring in some of our own defense. I use the word defense force. Defense force. I want you to let that sink in for a minute. Defense force. You got to defend something forcefully. That's what you're saying to me on by-election day. It's that serious. It's that serious. Let me see, Bahama expects a full house for the holidays. And so we're getting to the point where money going to be flowing like dirt. But this I will say to you today, by election, Golden Isles constituency, we have Mr. Darren Pickstock, who joined me last week. He was here on the show for 1 hour. It was a sponsored show. He was the only candidate to have graced my presence. And you may say rightfully, cause you ain't nobody, so nobody wants to sit with you. Well, that's fine. I live in Golden Isles. I am nobody in Golden Isles for you to sit with. So maybe that's a testimony as to what you think about me or you think about some of the other people in Golden Isles. And then we have where I've been promised from all sides, except for the COI, of course, and the independent candidate, but from the PLP and the FNM side, that they're going to take care of that Casarina tree for me on the roadside, and I got promises that that would happen. Well, the tree is still there. And by Tuesday, if it's not cut, then I'm stuck with that tree either until the general election or I'm going to have to go and cut it down myself as I would normally do. My only fear is that when I cut it, Chris Penniman, I don't want the tree to fall on the power lines. So that's why I stopped cutting the tree, because I did start. I didn't have a permit to start it. That's why I stopped. But I need to know where can I get a permit to finish cutting my tree, or who's going to come to cut the branches for me down to about 10, 15 feet so I could cut the rest, because I got my own chain saw. This is what I do. I got my own things. And so those people who came, Chris Penniman, listen to Garth. They bombarded my house. Right now, I'm in the studio, if you could look on the cameras. I have on a shirt. It's a Roseboro shirt of my 12, my 4 parents. One of them is my biological dad, Reverend Ardil Roseboro, who sat with Timothy Stewart right here in Nassau. He was a member of that particular association, and my dad was the chaplain under Timothy Stewart. People wouldn't know that. I don't talk all these things that I am. But my dad was a chaplain under that association from Bethel right there. I think that's Meeting Street. And so you'll see the 12 siblings there. My grandmothers are children. And if you go to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, that's where we are from. You'll see all of them there that I'm very familiar with. And And then, of course, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm going to have to possibly go ahead and make preparation for by-election day, seeing that the school that they will be casting their vote is actually on my street. On my street. The name of my street is Richard Drive. That's where I live. And everyone has stopped by my house. And if they see me outside, they've engaged me. And I see your left eye looking up and down my house, while your right eye is stuck on me. And everything cool, anyway, checking me out. But checking me out means that you ain't giving me nothing. So I ain't getting nothing. So I don't want nobody on the show today to talk about who I am. Oh, I think you biased. Oh, I think you're PLP. Oh, I think you're FNM. Oh, I think you're CO. To hell with you. I ain't getting nothing from nobody. I's Garth. And then I had people stop me today. Just today on my way here, my good friend Charles, you stopped me. And a couple other people stopped me. God, you better vote this. I taught him a good cousin down in the subdivision. Said, gosh, you got to support our cousin. And I say, well, baby, supporters go two ways. And I ain't getting no support. I mean, I ain't begging, but I just simply talking the truth. I ain't getting nothing. I even get them to show up on my show. I ain't get them to sponsor my show. They ain't put no ad on my show, but that's supposed to be my good cousin. And then yesterday, I was driving past the school and I saw my other friend and brother. We're not all the same. We all have our issues. But I saw Mr. Lincoln Bain by the school, and I passed the first time, and he was busy in conversation with the security guard at Adelaide Primary. And when I came back the second time, he's like, hey, bro. I was like, hey, my brother. But, I got all these brothers. I got all these friends. Everybody know me. But I telling y'all today, I ain't got nothing. So the numbers today, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere from the family of violence, 242-300-5720, 422-4796 is the number you can call in to text. I had my good friend Kevin Andrews, who works with me. He's a good plumber. Good plumber. That's my good plumbing friend. And I had him and my other neighbor in the car with me today. They got on their paraphernalia now. I ain't got on none. But he went into the plaza a while ago and he let them know who he voting for. But everybody want to know who Goss is voting for. But how you going to ask me who I voting for? You ain't want to do nothing for God. Anyway, everything cool. Chris, we got a call on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Richard, Goss, how you doing?
Hey, my brother, how you doing?
Hey, bro. Hey, you used to go to Bethel Baptist Church?
No, my father was the chaplain of whatever association they had. Timothy Stewart was the president. But my father, all the way in North Carolina, was the chaplain of that association.
Oh, okay.
My father is a Baptist minister in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Well, Harmony Hill was his church in Winston-Salem.
Oh, okay, that's bad.
Yeah.
Second thing, right?
Yeah.
How come every politician have a origin story, like a poor person story, to make them more relatable? If you was running now, right, what would be your poor person story to make you relatable to the individuals? Every person have a origin story? Let
me tell you what my poor person story is. Then I appreciate your call, by the way. You don't have to hang up. My poor person story would be that my mother from Bessie Bay Maguana born was orphaned. And at the age of 6, she would have left Bessie Bay Maguana. Her mother died from cancer. Her brother was Laban Brown, who was the first male nurse in the entire Bahamas, historically. That's my grand uncle. That's my mother's uncle. And her sister Judy, Lovely, would have died when my mother was 16. So she was an orphan. And she grew up with Laban Brown and with all of her cousins. So she was an orphan from an early age, went to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and became impregnated, I would say at the age of 18 going on 19, forcibly. It was a forcible situation as to why I was actually conceived. And so the money given for my abortion was the money that was used to return back to the Bahamas, where I would have been born July 14th, 1969, before the Bahamas was independent in 1973. So I was born with a British passport. That's my poor person story, because from that point on, my mother made sure I had a golden spoon in my mouth. And I gave her thanks and praise, honor and glory for the love she has for her firstborn son out of 5 children.
Oh, God, that's a good poor person story. You should run next election. you are as relatable as it gets.
Well, I am who I am, and that's why I tell people go to hell. Because I'm on my way to heaven, but if you put me in hell, I still praise God, because why? He is God, and beside him is no other. I am not afraid. I have nothing to lose. I should have been dead, before I was even born. That's why I'm so happy.
Oh, God, I almost had a little tear drop running down my eye and all after the other story.
Yeah,
you should be Prime Minister.
Well, I can't be Prime Minister because the devil, just like he did to Moses, wanted you dead before you were born. Some people are just like that. And when they actually emerge from the womb, God has a purpose for their lives. People just don't understand it. Why you are so favored is because God has protected you from the womb. And he says to you today, be not afraid of their faces. That's why I'm not afraid.
Wow. Keep up the good work.
I appreciate you, my brother, and much love to you. Next call on the line.
Hey, God.
Hey.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You are going to get your tree cut down, okay?
I'm going to get the tree cut down?
Yeah, man.
But boy, I better move that truck and that car right away then, because I mean, that would make me so happy. I could get to see the ocean right there, and I can't see it because of that tree. And I can't see my creek.
Consider that done.
I can hold you to that. I got till Sunday to get that done. I can't wait.
Now, my point.
Yeah.
They can move, Mr. Campbell, and half of them could cry. They could whine and cry much as they like.
Mm-hmm.
But the people in Golden Isle will speak who they want to be there.
That is correct.
So all this whining and crying, all them police, all them security gonna be inside that yard and stuff like that. What could a person do? The man a tie on, everything they first it was the passport. Now it's still. What next will they complain about? But I want them complain. God permit, the 24th of November, I want them complain after 9 o'clock. So who they can complain about? But we will see what we will see. Okay, Brother Guy?
Boy, I appreciate your call, man. But I can't wait until
Thank you.
the following morning, because you know that night whoever wins, it's going to be a celebration. And I have visited 2 of the celebrations. I've been to the PLP celebration, I've been to the F&M celebration, and I was in regular clothing. So people would not have known I was there. But I had my camera on so to let people know I was actually there, not pulling any particular sides per se. But I do have a report if it was asked what the report is, but I'm not going to give it to you, not me, because I'm not going to give my report till after the election. Because ain't nobody paying me to give me a report before the election. You see how the thing is work? But God is there to assess and analyze. I see everything. And you know what happened to me all day today? People been stopping by my house. God, for God's sake, please mention. Well, I can ask you all a question. Guardian Radio is a private organization. Yes, I thank God that the management and the executives and the owners have given me this opportunity to sit here with this mic because, truthfully, I'm going to be truthful with you all. They didn't charge me $1 to be here, but this ain't no job. So I appreciate filling in. So here I am filling in. I thank everybody who made this possible. And if you want to mention something, I got to follow the words of management. You got to go see 302-2300. Go call these people if you want to have something to say. And only one person came, Darren Pickstock. Nobody else came. Don't blame me on Tuesday morning saying, why you didn't say anything on our behalf. This ain't my mic. I only fill in. I keep telling y'all people this. But if you pay your money, like they said, oh, you lotion. Someone said to me, they called me right after the show last time. Oh, you lotion Darren Pickstock. Well, let me tell you something. The man paid for the lotion. He paid for the. If you want lotion, then pay for the lotion. You got Tomorrow Morning, you got Morning Blend, you got Aaron Green, you got C.A. Nuri, you got Shivago Line, then you got Robin Lines, and you got Naughty. Pay for your lotion. And if you don't pay for your lotion, then you know what the duck get. Come Sunday, I may be able to give you some lotion, but you got to pay these people. You can cause me lose my little blessing here on this microphone to be able to talk to my friends. Because this is the only way I can talk to all of y'all, one time. Because I'm visiting everybody's house. So I appreciate this microphone so I can talk to everybody and listen to what you have to say. That's how this microphone works. Next call on the line.
Hey, God, how you doing?
How you doing? Good, my friend.
Because what I noticed is all this campaign going on for the night.
Yes.
I don't see Papa supporting Mr. Pentard.
Repeat that.
All this campaign is going on Golden Isles, right, for the by-election.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Papa supporting Mr. Pentard.
Or you don't see the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram showing any support?
Right.
Okay. Is that necessary?
Yeah, of course.
Why would that be necessary if he's retired? Because they're saying to me, they don't see Perry Gladstone Christie supporting Mr. Darren Picksock either. That's what they told me on the last show.
But you see the Prime Minister supporting him. I mean, he supported him in Bimini.
The Prime Minister would, but we don't see the Right Honorable Perry Gladstone Christie.
But the thing, don't support him in Bimini.
Okay. He did.
Right.
Did Perry
Right.
Gladstone Christie support
Right.
also when it came to
Right.
Bimini and West Grand Bahama? Did we see his face? Did he have anything to say?
But he said that if he didn't have anything to do with now, then it was that he would give him his full support.
Okay. So your thinking is that this is not supported by the godfather of the Free National Movement.
Right. You got it.
And
I think-
you feel that it's going to be important for victory.
That's Papa. If Papa finishes, then you finish.
I'll tell you what I heard
Thank
this morning, and I'm only telling you and I appreciate your call. I'll tell you what I heard this morning. When I was riding with Mr. Kevin Andrews, we went into the plaza in Coral Harbor. And you know what he exclaimed? And I'm just telling you what he said, because he made a public proclamation, Chris Penniman. He said, why did they ever fool with Dr. Minnis? I like Dr. Minnis. Everybody liked Dr. Minnis. Everybody now understands Dr. Minnis is okay. Why didn't they give him the nomination? Dr. Minnis would have been my man. That's what Kevin said. And I says, well, that's another opinion. And so it is what it is. So you don't see the former Prime Minister Hubert Alexander Ingram. Do you think if you saw the support of Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis, it would make a difference? Maybe. It may actually be the genesis of the uniting of the Free National Movement and making them stronger. But up until today, there's still dissension and there's still schism and it still seems to be a faction in the Free National Movement. So you may have a point. You may have a point that former leadership can actually strengthen the effort of present selection and present victory. Next call on the line.
Hey, Gav.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
My brother, good afternoon to you.
Well, Jeff, you sound calm on a Thursday. That means you're getting paid tomorrow, Friday night.
Well, I get paid every day. But, Gav, here's my commentary for the day.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, the upper echelons of parties is not necessary really on the ground. Because if the elections is going to stand on the premise of what the party truly represents, the person who is representing that constituency should be able to stand on their own. And so this is the litmus test that whenever you got to call the cabinet and call the prime minister and call the former prime ministers and all these people on the ground to support a political occasion, then it means that then you got to question what is the strength and the validity of the party itself. And this is the thing that people seem to miss here. Now, this person been all day talking about the possibility that there's going to be weeping and gnashing for the other persons from the other opposition forces in this by-election. And he keeps on saying, well, after this thing happens, then they'll see the victory as it really is. But to the best of my knowledge, there's no man that has a crystal ball that can see in the future.
That is
now,
true.
I could see that he is speaking to the prospect that he would like or wish for the person who he supports or the party that he supports to be victorious. But then that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it's going to be. And so he needs to stop downplaying other people. The only thing that comes out of this whole ordeal, as with the general election of this country, is the benefit for the Bahamian people, for which these parties have been failing the Bahamian people for quite some time. And until we get serious about uniting the Bahamian people, regardless of political affiliation, and looking at the condition of this country and the way how we are living in this country, constituency by constituency, then it's simply going to tell you that at the end of the day, through this entire process, the Bahamian people will not advance to the level that we desire to be advanced with the current systems and the people at the helm of these organizations. So we have to fix this, guys. My closing remarks here. I long to see a Bahamas where we are able to take care of ourselves. And it starts And the irony of this is it starts from constituency by constituency. When we are able to get the constituency to be able to feed itself, grow its own food, be able to be self-sufficient, to bring the community together in a business opportunity where we all come together regardless of PLP, FNM, COI, DNA, or whatever, until we are able to do this, we are doing nothing but shooting ourselves in the foot. Let's unite as Bahamians and stop this division between these political parties. That's all I have to say. Thanks for taking my call.
I appreciate that. Next call on the line. Let's go ahead, caller, before I respond.
Hey, Garth.
Hey, that can't be my lost brother there.
It is your lost brother, Nico. How you doing, brother?
Man, how you feeling? How you feeling? We're
pushing along. Got to have some more surgery, but we're going to get through it. We're going to get through
Definitely.
It's when you have a slightly older body, it doesn't heal like a 20-year-old anymore. So
well, you thought you were so handsome. You thought you would last forever, huh?
No, not at all. I was just, I've got to admit, I'm quite taken aback that it's taking a little bit longer to heal than usual. But the severity of the circumstance, I do get it. It's just frustration, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But just like anything, you just got to take it one tree at a time.
Well, then we want to give encouragement to everyone listening in today that if you have some ailment, if you have some surgical situation, if you have some challenge, today you just got to stick with it, keep yourself positive, and know that healing is on the way.
Yep, absolutely. So, and just to my friends and everybody, don't worry, I'm okay. It's just had to have new parts.
Well, boy,
I guess whatever you want to call it.
We appreciate that encouragement today.
I just wanted to call in. I've been listening on the radio all day in terms of the commentary in regard to the alleged occurrence in the advanced poll in your constituency. And what I'm hearing during the radio conversations about, nothing happened or this shouldn't have happened, what I wanted to do is just take a minute to explain to the Bahamian people, as a seasoned lawyer. I've been in the trenches, as you know, politically for over 3 decades, and I'm very familiar with these breaches that occur, be it knowingly or unknowingly, but they are quite serious.
Okay.
What had happened is that we have a situation where the presiding officer or whomever, I don't know his name, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know it, allegedly stated, and I read it in the newspaper, that the current prime minister is tantamount to his adopted father. Now, what is so concerning about this is this, and then also I will refer to what my dear friend, the Minister of National Security, said, which is an argument, but I am going to put something against that. By virtue of this, and being appointed the presiding officer, and then expounding on a family relationship, is quite serious. And your colleague, Ms. Erin Green, hit the nail on the head by stating that judges recuse themselves in situations like this.
Okay.
And then remember this very, very clearly. What Erin said was absolutely correct. So we're going to revert to that as relates to my dear friend, the Minister of National Security.
Okay, quickly.
Having said that, it is by saying that and then being appointed this, if you knew this prior to and were appointed, you should have, in my humble opinion, not taken the job because of perceived conflict or conflict itself. But nonetheless, you took the job, and so there is now perceived conflict or conflict.
Okay.
of interest.
Well, I appreciate that commentary, my friend. You brought a point to the table, and of course, there will be other callers that will call in and chime in as to what their opinion is. But definitely, we're continuing to pray for you for healing. You are a patriot to this country, and greetings to you and your family, man. It's good to hear from you. Let me take another call if I could before we take a break, because Gabby, I don't know what her husband does to her. She put on all her clothes today. Fragrance entered into the studio. Chris, I think it's against the rules of the studio to smell that good. Next call on the line. Let's go ahead quickly so I could catch a breath of fresh air, because in here too sweet. Go ahead, caller.
Good afternoon, Mr. Barrow.
Hey, my friend. How are you?
Very well, very well.
Well, I'm glad to know that you are well.
Now, I have some concerns with this whole matter.
Okay, we're
Number
listening.
one, I challenge Dwayne Sam's credibility to stand up and support the nonsense that Mr. Pinta did on the pre-election for the by-election.
Mm-hmm.
He should never have spoken to that. It was wrong. One of the persons who worked at the thing at the poll said that Mr. Pinta, to that senior person in her face, told him she will be held responsible. For what? These people cannot vote in the election. They can't change nothing.
Could I ask you a question quickly?
Please do.
The way you're speaking, I want to know if your lips curling. Like I could hear strength in your voice. Is it curling?
No, it's not curling.
Okay, you calm and easy, or you like Gabby when she like, God, we gonna fight?
No, I'm very calm.
I just checking now, because we men, we are sensitive, and I hear you saying, Mr. Pictard.
Let me finish the
okay,
point.
I just want to make sure, because I want to make sure I all right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm very calm.
Okay, good.
I am just disappointed.
Yeah, you said disappointed.
Because,
yes. Yes.
Because those people working the polls, they can't change nothing on those ballot sheets. And it's the ballot sheets that count.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think our people have been watching the American election in 2021, I think it was, or thereabout, 2020. No, last year, 2024, where they decided to make a nuisance at the polls. We need to stop this. This is not Bahamian.
Okay.
They need to stop it. I don't know where they get it from, but they need to get it back to the pit of hell. The Campbell man, I don't care if he was the Prime Minister, brother. He can't change no vote. And it's the votes that count. They need to stop it.
I appreciate it.
I call upon Mr. Pinta as the leader of the opposition, Her Majesty opposition, to go to either your radio show or Shanique's radio show.
Oh, they ain't coming here. I ain't asking you.
Shows.
They ain't coming here.
No, that's okay.
I love your call. I love your suggestion, but I can tell you straight up, they ain't coming here. I didn't invite them. Gabi, bring them here. I wasn't here. They ain't say nothing to me. They ain't say nothing about me. I tell you why it's important.
I understand. But what I would like for him to do before the people of Golden Isles go to the poll on Monday, I want him to take Zhivago Line's advice and bring the proof to the Bahamian people for that nonsense that he put out to challenge all workers of this country.
Well,
in regards to the passport, bring the evidence. Clarify yourself.
I appreciate your call.
And since he asking Mr. Campbell to resign, if he can't bring his proof before the people go to the poll, he needs to resign, and he did a lot.
Listen, man, we got to go to a break. I appreciate the call. This is Garden Radio today, 96.9 FM. I am Garth Minard Roseborough. Gabi Eneas has just joined us here in studio. We got to take this quick break. I got a whole lot of texts on the line. It's going to get hot in here in just a minute. Caller, I see you on the line. Hold on. I'm coming back to you. If you can't hold on, hang up and call back again. We'll be back after this break.
Oh, you don't know me, yeah. You don't know who I is. Fool around, we clip your wing. Boy, you messing with this thing. The kid don't be mad at us, you know. Hey, but you ain't know who he is, it. You best to know.
Join the Bahamas Heart Association for its inaugural golf tournament, proudly presented by Visa and Fidelity Bank on Sunday, November 30th at the spectacular Royal Blue Golf Club. Every swing brings hope and healing to young hearts. Gather your team and play with purpose or make a donation. Tee off for tiny hearts because every heartbeat deserves a chance. For more details, contact the Sir Victor Sassoon Heart Foundation at sassoonheartfoundation.org.
This time around, this time around, this time around, me girl with Brian Brown. This time around, this time around, this time around, me girl with Brian Brown. This baby, he got so much to give. Educational program, young people and the kids. You ain't gotta be no whiz. Brian handling business, all kind of things in these senior citizens. Hey!
Paid for by the Free National
You
Movement.
try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Boy, you don't know me, yeah. You don't know who I is. Fool around and run your mouth. Check yourself, don't misbehave. Boy, you don't know me, yeah. You don't know who I is. Fool around, we clip your wing. Boy, you're messing with this thing.
And we're back. I got a few texts here on the line. I'm going to clear these texts. And then I'm going to let Gabby give you her beautiful good afternoon. But let's get to the text lines here. Good day, Garth. Regard the Golden Isles by-election. I'm hoping and praying the good former PLP Senator Pickstock, who is the PLP candidate in Golden Isles, gets more votes than the 12 votes you got in 2021 general election in Bamboo constituency. Well, I know I get more than 12. But you see...
You should know your number.
It doesn't matter.
Belinda knew her number. She is come and tell you, I got 68
It was in the 80s,
votes.
but it didn't matter. See, what people don't understand is that people always believe that you're after something. They don't understand what it is you really are trying to establish. This person here is ignorant. I tell them straight up, man, you send me this ignorant text, and you ignorant. You believe, I believe, that it's going into Bamboo Town to win. You're an idiot. I know why I went into Bamboo Town. Now, if you really want to know why I went into Bamboo Town, I'll tell you why I went into Bamboo Town. But this is an ignorant statement. I'm taking it personal, but this is an ignorant person who's trying to discredit me and don't know me. So to hell with them, and they need to have a conversation with Jesus, not with me, because I'm interested in them. But I read your text anyhow.
I get a whole lot lie.
Yeah, I on they run. Their run is different than mine. You see, this person don't know where I live. Mm-hmm. If he came to where I live, he'll understand, or she will understand who I am. But they don't know.
Read the next text. Don't get caught up on the ignorant people, because you know they is cost you.
But I don't know why we can't stop being ignorant and stupid. This is a stupid text. I mean, they took the time to write all of this when they should have said, God, give me inspiration today that I could add another chapter to the Bible. Why not? All that what you just write. Anyhow, Chris, I being a little rude today, but I really don't care. I ain't getting nothing out of this deal. Greetings, Garth. You said at the outset that Darren Pickstock was the only candidate to grace your show. I wonder why. See, it's another text. You've been singing for your supper. You see what I'm saying to you? I love these texts because they just get me up and running.
And if they only know where you've been before you come.
And guess what? They don't know. They don't know who been to my door asking me monetarily to consult for them. And I wouldn't take it. Up until 2 nights ago, big people in day party coming to me for personal favors.
I don't know what party that's from.
But they don't know who I is.
That text could be from anywhere.
I don't care, these stupid people. But anyway, let me read it anyhow. I sing in for my supper. A man with 2 master's degrees sing for supper. A man who got 5 and 6 different talents, who makes money singing for his supper. I'm trying to figure what they think I is.
Which notes? Are you
They think
a tenor or a bass?
Man, me, I's a choir. I don't frig around. At least I've been singing by myself for some time quite now. What do you say? Do and say whatever you want, but the truth is not in you. Just know that the Bahamas prostitution is illegal.
Jesus.
I love these texts. I like these texts. Sing.
Texas, I
Okay.
just love how colorful y'all are.
Yeah, sing your song, bro. I hope you get what you want.
You
So-
know I'm all about that bass. About that bass.
Let me see if
treble.
let me see if I can sing one song. No, I got a next song for them. I think it out. Oh, I got bills, they're multiplying, and I'm
know that ain't what that song says.
losing control. My water bill, it's liquefying. Is that okay?
Let me tell the people good afternoon.
Okay,
guys,
go tell them
before
good
you-
afternoon.
Before you get carried away.
I sing a song though.
Good afternoon, Guardian Radio today on 96.9 FM. You know, Chris, I walk into the studio today. Chris said, Gabby, I ain't see you in like 2 weeks. I said, Chris, God fired me. I don't know what, but God tell me, Gabby, I don't want to see you for the next 2 weeks. So he sent me on an involuntary vacation. It's okay. The listener says they're so happy I'm back to rescue them. I don't know what I was rescuing them from.
Oh, Jesus.
But I'm here to end his rule of tyranny. Listen, it's such a great day. Got a beautiful day, but you know you could laugh and smile.
But I laugh and straight
in the laugh of the living.
I singing for myself. I want one tree cut in front of my yard, and I singing for myself. Caller, you on the line? Go ahead, caller.
Good afternoon.
Hey, but I didn't want to hold you too long. I got about 50 texts on the line, but I got to listen to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Gabby and God. Your show carrying on, man. I mean, the other day you had jungle fever. This one there, rushing the next one there. So now you get election fever now, boy. I tell you, man, listen here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I can sit back and listen.
But I appreciate you, man, because you know y'all are just encouraging to me. I just don't get it.
But God, I wanted to address something.
You want to address something before all these texts?
Before we get to all the texts, because I was hearing the discourse back and forth, and I happened to be at the advance polls because I'm tired of third-party information. Everybody has a vantage point of the story. So I was at the advance polls. I got there around 5.
Yeah, you called me.
5 p.m. I called you. I said, God, I'm here because I need the story live and direct.
Yes.
I even recorded some video.
They don't know how much type of love and support we got for each other.
No, they don't understand.
They don't. We just got to be there to see these things.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell us nothing.
No.
So I want y'all to know, Gabby called me and she said, God, I on my way. I can get the full report for you.
The full report.
And by that time, I was heading to another station for another show to sing for my supper. I just want to know I was singing.
I just want you to tell me which part of the choir you sing in.
But I got 4 different shows. They don't even know that. And all 4 shows want me on their show. But I singing for myself. But they just call me now. You know how they just call me 1 hour before the show. Because I need you. So I don't know how I get singing for myself. All I want to do is go fishing. But anyway, go ahead, Gabby. Your
Fishing
story.
don't bring me back no fish. But anyway.
Well, Sean ain't bring you back now. I talked to him this morning.
Oh,
okay then.
Don't
think
you
I don't
trying
know.
to distract me.
I know what's going on.
You were trying to distract me.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want you to distract me.
All the way to Green Key and he bring you no fish. I want him to hear that.
Oh, boy.
But go ahead.
You notice I ain't tell him hi today, right?
I know that.
Okay, I heard. So I went out there and I was out there. I even had the opportunity to follow the entire proceeding straight to the box going to parliamentary registrar.
Yes.
So down to the T. And I saw as everything unfolded when the gate closed, and I found it
chaotic.
I found it, what's the word I'm looking for? Astounding.
It was astounding.
Astounding.
Okay. You start with AS like as, astounding or standing. Okay, go ahead.
Astounding that because there are government workers that are saying that they don't wish to work.
Civil servants.
Civil servants.
Yes.
As if they were in some sort of fear
of
I don't know, because there were claims made, allegations and assertions made that persons were banging on their vehicles.
I saw that. I saw that on a clipping.
Which vehicle you saw? What color was the vehicle?
No, the clipping. I heard the person said they were banging
they were on
their personal vehicle.
They were on a 911 car.
A 911 car.
A 919.
It wasn't a personal vehicle.
It wasn't any personal vehicles.
Oh.
Because nothing was in any personal vehicles. There was a lead vehicle at the front of the gate. When the gate, firstly, the challenge started when they came back out. What should have taken only a few minutes, because it was only 240-something persons that voted.
That's right, 241 or so out of 280
that
something.
voted. The challenge came when they wanted to place the ballots back into the envelopes unsealed.
Oh.
So that was the first challenge.
But you were there.
Where
you saw
members, I was there.
Okay.
Where members kicked up a fuss. So they came out and they were everybody was getting their attorneys now involved in this closing process because they wanted to not seal the envelopes. You've worked the polls before.
Well, I listen.
So you know how this go. You count out the batches of the votes. You put your little your significant stamp or seal, so you know when you see that again on election day to
if
count.
That's broken, then it's a problem.
If you don't see whatever God put across there, if you put God made that Roseboro,
yeah, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yes, but it wasn't sealed.
They didn't want to do it. This is where the first contention came.
Eventually, they didn't want to do it.
They will. The initial thing was they were going to just put the
no. They didn't want to do it. Like who does that?
That's where the problem came. So they were making it as though persons were taking issue with it. But come on, you just wanted to rest ballots in an envelope and place it back into the box. We know that we should seal those things so that the appearance of a fair. I have to agree with the president of the Bar Association, Khalil Park, on this. It should appear that it's free and fair. It should always appear that way.
Okay.
There should always be an
Khalil
appearance
Parker, he's F&M.
of impartiality.
Yeah, but he's
yes,
F&M.
he was representing
Okay,
the Free National Movement.
But I know that.
There should always be that appearance. But he's also the president of the Bar Association. You
I
think
get
he would
that,
come on there and say something?
But I just saying.
So?
I just saying.
And knowing all of them attorneys got to vote for him again when he go run for re-election.
Well, I just saying.
You think he could compromise himself like that, though?
Call back. I see you go on, caller, but I just got to listen to Gabi voice. Go ahead, Gabi.
So that was the first. They got that sorted out. They got that sorted out. God, we all know that every agent, no matter if you run an independent, you want your representation because, like me, I ain't trusting no one else's eyes. I trust in what I see.
So that was the contention.
That was the contention. They brought a 2-seater van, caravan, that the box was going to go in that only could fit the driver and a passenger who was said to be the police. They were said to be police officers.
Mm-hmm.
So none of the agents from any of the candidates' representatives could go with the box.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no way to ensure between that, the transportation of it, that nothing happened.
So in your mind, do you think some tampering took place?
No. Listen.
I just wonder.
Because it never left. They eventually agreed after, and that is when the Coalition of Independence and the Free National Movement members started to say that we're blocking this exit. We're not allowing anyone to leave. And
until you seal the box. Until you seal the envelope.
No, the envelopes was already sealed. That was inside. We didn't out now.
Okay.
We didn't pass that process.
Okay.
So we didn't out. Sealed envelope, sealed box.
So were they blocking up the chain link fence for?
It was in a 2-seater caravan. They wanted it to go into the police bus that could have hold representatives from every candidate, including the independent candidate.
And so who was in this car with the box?
According to officials, it was a police officer. So I don't know if the driver was a police as well.
So you're saying to us that the people don't trust the police?
I don't trust myself at times.
No, I just asking a question.
No, they don't.
The police is what you call law and order in the country. If
But they are also human beings.
Law. Yeah,
and there have also been numerous cases of corruption. Police, not saying that would happen, God, but the thing about it is, prevention is better than cure, as the old people would say.
Well, guess what?
You want to prevent a situation. The only way to know for certain is if you have your representative. That's why when we go to court, you got your lawyer and I got mine.
So they followed the bus.
They wanted them to follow.
No, I saw some people following the bus. I see them again, right, turn right. Now, don't think I see these things. I saw that.
So listen, it was in a 2-seater caravan. So after the members of the opposition and the Coalition of Independents blocked the lead police vehicle that was in the front, the vehicle had 919 police wrap all around it.
So protect the box.
That is what was the escort vehicle.
To protect it.
To lead the box. I know you can protect it from the front if the box is in the back of you. So that's the lead vehicle. Then you would have had the box, the vehicle with the caravan with the box, and then you would have had the government vehicles, which would have been the returning officers, the presiding officers.
Okay.
They were in black, red plate vehicles.
Okay. They watching the box, though.
According to them.
So the box was safe then. I just wonder if the box was safe.
We don't know. Only 2 people in the car.
See, here's my thing before I go to the break.
You can't see through the van, by the way, either.
Yeah, but let me share something with you. Let me tell you what my issue is. Y'all choose Remnant Tabernacle to praise my cousin Timothy Brown and his lovely wife and the rest of the people at the Williamson, all my good people in that church. I know them people, Pastor McDonald. I know them people. I do the plumbing in that building. You know I do the plumbing in there. This is how I sing for my supper. I do the plumbing. I just fix the pump. I can tell where the pump is, you know. Okay, guess what? You got in the house of God to do politics. Like how you did in the book of Malachi.
You do it all the time.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And you still can't be truthful on holy ground?
How you mean?
And the last
every
box,
Christian is saved, you know.
And the last box I hear about was the Ark of the Covenant. And if you touch that, you're dead.
You think every Christian saved?
This Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
We gotta go to the news.
We go into the news. Chris, take it away.
Better walk away. Don't make me go crazy up in here. Yeah, you don't know me, eh? Oh, you don't know me, eh? You don't know who I is. Fool around and when you're out, check yourself, don't misbehave. Oh, you don't know me, eh? You don't know who I is. Fool around, we clip your wing. Boy, you're messing with this thing. Look here, don't be mad at us, you know.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM.
You don't know me, eh? You don't know who I is. Fool around and run your mouth. Check yourself, don't misbehave. Watch that! Come on! Sting! Oh, you ain't know.
And we are back. That's live from KB. You know, that's our boy. He knows how to put it on us. You know, Samuel Hasty was my social studies teacher in grade 9. You know, Sting. You know, that's my teacher. I come from good people. That's why I try to tell you. I had good training. And these people
say, they know about your bad behavior, though?
Yes.
They used to sanction this bad behavior?
Yes.
I think so.
I was bad as hell. I was in detention. I don't know why these people think I like friends. How
much lines you used to write? I will.
How you know?
I know.
And I
can see that.
I used to have to copy D. Paul Riley out of the newspaper. Time to think. You all ain't know about these things. I used to write Greek in detention. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, iota. I used to do these things from when I was in high school. This was what I used to do. And then they say I sing it from a supper. So I was telling Gabi on the news break, I had curry mutton, white rice, coleslaw, and potato salad for breakfast this morning.
I tell you, don't talk about food unless you bring in food here.
Yeah, but they say I sing for supper by trying to tell them God has blessed me. I don't know about you who need to sing for supper. I didn't get mine. They think this a game. I used to have lamb chop and grits for breakfast.
I think I could do some lamb chop.
I just do Atlantic salmon and salad in the morning for breakfast. I used to have blueberries, strawberries, and all them things in my bowl. Pineapple, apple. I used to have all them things in my bowl. Y'all think I just play? I don't play, but God loves me. I don't know about you, but I'll continue to eat good because, anyway, let me not talk too loud. They say you brag too much, but they just tell me I sing for supper. I try to just tell these people, leave me alone. I didn't eating good. What's wrong with y'all? Anyhow, the PLP didn't want PGC, as Perry Gladstone Christie, in the WGBB fight. That's West Grand Mahama and the Bimini fight. However, he showed up in the crowd at their last rally, and they didn't even acknowledge Perry Gladstone Christie. Why are these people so mean? I don't know. And it's Christmas time. All right, good afternoon. Why is it necessary to have the former PM on the ground campaigning? They're responding to an earlier call. The people of Golden Isles know who Brian Brown is, and he's able to stand on his own merit and the work he has done in the constituency. that's a supporter of Brian Berkeley Brown, who is my
Triple B.
Yeah, that's my blood cousin from Betsy Bay McGuana.
What Pixlock middle name is?
Why you want to do this to me on the air?
What Darren middle name is? I know the people say they know Brian Berkeley Brown. What Darren middle name
If
is?
the middle name's important, I'm sure somebody can call in and tell
you.
somebody can call and tell me. I never asked the man all of that. You know something?
DP.
He left here.
I wanted to know what to put in front in the middle of the
To be
D and the
honest
P.
with you, he left here, and I asked him out with no wife and children. I honest to God, I just didn't have time. We didn't have enough time, but I didn't ask him no question. I didn't ask him no question. Okay, God.
I listened.
Next, you did.
I listened in.
God, next to Hubert Ingram's laugh, I think that you have the most hilarious laugh I've ever heard. Nice listening to you, good buddy. I so love whoever this is. If you're a man,
that one ain't an idiot.
Yeah, if you're a man, boy, listen to me. You at the front of the class. I appreciate that so much.
You like that little lotion every now and again. You like a little bit of baby oil on this ashy skin.
Yeah, a little coconut oil. Call on the line. I got plenty of text, but go ahead, caller. I got to let you talk.
God Roseburg.
Hey, that's my boy, Bambutan.
Bambutan.
But I know y'all want to clean them properly. You didn't show me you want to clean it, but we ain't clean it yet. But I go in there to see
a big old in Bambutan, yeah?
Waiting on you.
No. I get him the number to call my boy Scooter now. You know, Scooter's a good man, and he said he can handle it. So I leave that in your hand.
Bill, get straight.
But they say I sing it for my supper. You don't think I need to clean that down for the community?
Straight, man.
Okay. Because I don't like rats and rodents and stuff. Okay.
What I noticed about what had happened on Monday. That is a good stage show.
You think it was a stage show?
No, listen to me. Listen to me why I say that's a good stage show.
Okay, we listening.
The passport thing, and Mama said they didn't get much traction. So now they try a new thing. See, that passport thing, they're supposed to get some structure with that. But that didn't kick off the way that's supposed to.
Well, I am not going to respond to you because Gabi was actually there. Gabi, do you think that was a staged show?
Nothing about it was staged.
I'm talking about the passport first.
The passport?
I don't know about any.
I let Gabi deal with that.
I had the opportunity
Mm-hmm.
in one of my buses to take the ballot boxes to the advanced ballot boxes in the 2002 election to the police headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And in each, there were three. It was the DNA, the PLP.
In 2002 or 2012?
2002.
12. 2012.
The DNA didn't exist in 2002.
Yeah, 2012.
I took the 2002. I took it for Pinewood Garden.
Yeah, but we had no DNA.
We had no DNA in 2002.
Not DNA, CDR.
Okay, Bernard Nottage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I took me, Julian Ferguson, I could call my name. I took it in my bus. I was hired to take it in my bus. And there are 3 people from the PLP, 3 people from the FNM, and 3 people from the CDR.
Okay.
In the bus.
In 2002.
Yes, with 2 armed police.
So quick question. So this was in 2002 you did this. So this has always been the practice.
From time immemorial.
But this is what caused the issue. They did not wish to do that. No.
They all agreed on that, What happened on Monday? They agreed to that.
They didn't agree to that. They are pushing back on it, and they're saying that there was a miss.
So why they wait until?
Hold on, they are pushing back and saying there was a miscommunication, because if you also listen to members from the parliamentary registrar, they were saying that some persons were to one meeting and others weren't to another meeting that they had. So apparently, the group that was when all of them were at the meeting. The case was to do it, which is the norm for representative to be in the bus as normal. So that was something that happened outside of the meetings that they were to. So you can't say all of them agreed on it if they were not even, if they are now saying they weren't present.
Call a meeting hold on, Ms. Gabi, I'm going to let you go right now. If they were to call a meeting for a by-election, if the COI didn't take it that serious to send somebody they won't be motorcading up and down in the road, then that's on them.
I can't say, one thing I don't like to do is
the PLP and the FNM, and Ms. Butler had people there.
This conversation is hearsay from me and you in terms of that aspect of the meeting.
But Mr. Lincoln Bain was in there. He said he was in there.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So I don't know who called the meeting, when it was called, and if they had given them advance notice. I would have to do some research. I don't like to speak on things like that.
Election. They didn't have to give. They could have called if it's 12 o'clock and they call a meeting for 12:30. I would have been there.
Okay.
That's how important I would have taken the people's business.
Okay, well, I appreciate you, Brother Julian, man. That's Bamboo Town right there.
Thank you
I don't
so
want,
much.
I don't want to run on too much with no hearsay conversation.
Yeah, but the premise is he went back to the point, God.
Yeah,
It is always about the bus.
Yes.
You know that you are supposed to transport those ballots with a representative so that nobody could say, our eyes left the ballot box, we didn't see it.
Well, listen, Gabi, this is the biggest fight I've ever seen for 240 ballots. My God, Jesus. You think the Bahamas is being sold? But it is what it is. It's a serious thing. I ain't saying it ain't serious, but boy, that combustion I saw that made me weak. I was actually on the set at the time on television, and they showed us that live. And I was like, what the heck? I was already tired.
We've always been, this is who we've been. Protest has always gotten us results.
But Gabi,
in the book, I brought a book. There's a text.
yeah,
and
I feel
let you speak
Jesus,
right.
let me speak, ring your husband,
I
on
let
your
you
finger.
speak right now, but
Good
there's
Lord
a
Jesus.
text.
Chris, let's sell this ring, buddy.
There's a text in social studies that is introduced to us in the 7th grade. And it speaks to it's called The Making of the Bahamas.
I know the book very well.
In that book, God, it speaks to the era of protest.
Yeah.
And in there, while Miss Belinda Wilson was on, while I had the privilege to sit with her.
Your good friend.
My good friend, now, child. I could call her a friend.
She'll come tomorrow for you. Not for me, though. She ain't want nothing to do with me.
I could speak to the portion of that book. This is what we're teaching our children now, myself and all fellow Bahamians, of the history of the Bahamas.
Yes.
That nothing is usually done until unrest and protest arises in the Bahamas.
I can't do no chaos. Gabi, listen to me.
That's all y'all been doing from your time, from your generation,
Gabi,
from before you, from Sir Linden or Skipinland.
Yeah,
throwing the flicking mace out to everybody. Milo, I'm throwing the mace out the window. What do you mean you can't do it?
Let me ask you one question. One question I can ask you.
What you gonna ask me?
Where I live.
You live in Golden Isles down there in Adelaide.
Now, what you know about Adelaide?
What I know about there
Let me hear
is
it.
fun, full of mosquito.
Okay, what else?
What else but Adelaide?
Peace and quiet. Tranquility. That's what I like. I can't wake up in the morning to see your problems, and at the end of the night see your problems. I ain't to you and your problems.
So what you was thinking when you went to run?
When I went to run, ask them in Bamboo
And
Town.
all them people
I was
came.
the big bamboo.
Yeah, but all the people coming to you with his problems for
Miss,
you to fix. So
and
how
guess
you
what?
say you can't see no
When
problem?
I walk to Bamboo Town and you say, I need a cold one, I give you 2. When you ask for a little thing, I give you a couple of dollars, I go on with my business. Now, if I couldn't afford to do them things, I wouldn't have run. It wasn't about winning for me. It was representation available
So you were
for the people.
You were solving a problem.
I was being
They have a
involved
problem.
because I cannot come on the radio and on the television talking about people running, and I ain't never run myself. That's why I ran, not
That's why
to
you
win.
ran.
Because y'all think I won't work for Chris. They think I will work for $28,000 a year. They have people problem day and night. They think I crazy. Eh?
Chris.
They don't know why you say.
Chris, God talking.
I don't want to be in
unrest.
nobody. The only cabinet I want is in my kitchen on the 2nd floor of my house.
Ain't no generation had more unrest than his. They was going down Burma Road, going down Hall Road.
Now, I ain't that old. I ain't that old. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Let me read this text here. Caller, you on the line? Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Mr. Burrow and your guest.
Hey, my brother. We here having a good time, man. You ain't minding.
Listen, this Hanchel, Kareem Hanchel.
All right. Hey, look at my boy. Go ahead. Let's garden hills.
I stand in the distance, but
Why?
What I feel, what I can't wrap my mind around is the preamble, the Parliamentary Election Act is somewhat of a guide. It breaks down the relationship between the voters and election, the candidates and election, the interaction between candidates and voters. It talks about our behavior. It talks about the polling divisions. It talks about the setup. It talks about everything. Election agents, how much you're supposed to have, X, Y, Z. But we're having a discussion about whether or not persons had any infractions done according to the law. and no one is pulling out the Parliamentary Election Act to use as a basis. I never went to one of my university. When I went to university, I never went to none of my lectures, and the professor didn't have the textbook.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we having a discussion about something that is normal, and no one bringing the textbook to the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to adults. We ain't talking about the children 43 and under me.
You got a good point.
We're talking to everybody 43 and over.
Okay.
We arguing, TFNM, PLP.
Ain't
but
arguing.
none of them, legacy or new, bring the textbook to the classroom. I'm sitting back here saying to myself, now I see why our country is lost.
Well, Brother Kareem, you know, you're a man, been off to school. I know you take politics serious, you take community serious, you take people serious. You're a very serious man. And, you know, when it comes to politics, I don't know if we could even call it really serious as much as opportunistic. Now, you tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I know...
That's how they perform in the past, because if you look at the current operation, all you got to do is get on a ticket, a brand, regardless if you qualify to bring change in the community as according to the Parliamentary Election Act. Once you get on the PLP, they feel like that's just order for them. That's just what it is. And so that's what had us stagnated.
Well, that's what it has been, and that's what it is now. It could
but now
possibly
we want
change.
to change that if we're looking for true change. When you talk about reality check, Mr. Burrow, reality check is our economy is never gone, is always accumulated debt. Name me one government that has reduced the debt that give us hope that we could see some dividends at the end of the day.
Let me put this to you, Brother Kareem, right? And you know, I know of you. I know where you stand. And I know that you stand as a tower, Garden Hills.
Yes,
and so we know the PLP. We know the F&M. We've toyed with the idea of change. You knew that I was the leader of the People's National Coalition, and I stood down on the last election based on the effort of the COI getting locked up all the time, and they were going ahead, and they had this what's the name? Obama's evolution, and they was bringing about all of this antagonizations and so forth. And I remember you speaking out very strongly, and you've never been wrong. You've always spoken based on principle and based on law. That's what I know about you.
I mean, that's the only way we can do that. I can't bring, if the facts is available, I could stand corrected as a human.
No, that's
fine.
fine.
I could push lie if I know the truth is there.
Yeah, but I know it's fine. But I'm just simply sharing with you now that you, based on understanding the law and the process, when you look at other people who are saying that they're tired of the normal politics of the country and they want this change, you're standing there. I see the BCP, the Bahamas Constitution Party, standing there. I saw the Royal Kingdom Governance Party. I saw the COI. I saw a number of other people who are independent. And I'm trying to conceive in my mind, how would you ever bring about this change unless you can come on a common footing? And so based on what you're saying to me, if these people don't even have the basic understanding as to what they're going to enact in terms of change, then of course, change will always be a challenge. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it almost seems to me you're standing alone in this regard. I've not heard this type of conversation from the others in the third party realm. Am I right or wrong?
Right, but that's what I'm saying to you where change is. If the populace understand that the electoral, the voting process is about that constituency only and the candidates that are presenting themselves forward. So now we understand there's a process that has to take place because you have to give everybody a fair opportunity to present their plans if one is available, and two, to allow persons to get the same fair share to get their message across to the community.
Well, Rakeem, I appreciate you calling in today. I know of you. I know you mean well, and I appreciate you continuing to chime in. I do have to take another call, but continue to support my brother. Continue to teach. I know you're teaching and you're educating, and I'm hoping you the best for the future and continue your fight, my brother. Next call on the line.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ross Burrow and your guest.
Yeah, good afternoon, my friend. Thank you for calling my name properly. I don't think my friend Kareem got the name quite yet, but I didn't want to be too corrective today. But go ahead. I appreciate you.
Okay, I was listening to Gabi a while ago.
Yes.
Ms. Gabi, with all due respect to you, right? Whatever information you receive from whoever you receive it from is totally untrue. And let me explain to you why I said that.
Okay.
I was one of the agents inside that room until the ballot box left out of that room, okay? And what they saying happened is a lie because Mr. Campbell told all the agents in the room that it was agreed upon by all parties to have that box, since there's only one box, transported in a smaller van instead of being in the big bus that everybody normally goes in.
Why
all
would
the
they
parties agreed to that?
Okay, why would they have done that though? Just asking.
Pardon me?
Why do you think they would have done that?
You mean the smaller van?
Yes. What was the reason for that, you think?
The reason for that, because there was only one box, right, going to the parliamentary registry at that time.
As opposed to 39 different constituencies.
Exactly.
Okay,
yes,
got you.
Sir. Yes,
okay.
sir. And he said to us, if you have a difficulty with what's taking place, you have a right to call the agents outside who agreed on this measure that we are about to do right now. And after those contacting the agents, everything was fine. And we all agreed that there's no problem. Once we see the box go in the van, they open the back of the van. I mean, the little a little van. They open the back of the little caravan. They showed us inside. There's only thing in the back of the caravan is it's like a delivery van that persons in the front can't even get in the back unless they stop and open the van from the back. Okay?
I got you. It has a cage.
The only person who was in that van was a presiding officer, which was Mr. Williams, and a police officer. And we were told that each one of the parties that was in that room will be able and be available if they want to be in the caravan, in the entourage that's going to take the bus to the parliamentary headquarters on Tony William Dallin Highway.
Okay.
We all agreed to that.
Okay.
But when we got outside, right, as Mr. Campbell came outside and came almost nearer to the gate, Michael Pintard walked up to him and told him, the blood of these people will be on your shoulders. That was totally wrong, uncalled for. Okay? All right? Notice, God, if you notice, the PLP name was never mentioned in this fiasco what took place on the outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Lincoln Bain came back from the COI and also said he had no issue with that. Okay? So now, tell me, if you have a lawyer in the room, Miss Michaela Barnett, the PLP had a lawyer in the room, Miss Major, the senator, and the FNM also, the COI also maybe had a lawyer in the room at the time because I didn't know none of those persons from the COI, and then the independent lady. What happened is the COI asked if the envelopes could be sealed at the bottom also. Because when they sealed it at the top, we all signed the top with our signatures, and the what's his name again, Mr. Campbell, he obliged to allowing the officer to seal the bottom of the envelope, and we also signed the bottom. So I don't understand what this big issue is. Like someone is going to thief an election. Listen, those ballot boxes were placed. Those votes are placed in envelopes and stacks of 50 and placed in the box with all of us standing right there, not sitting at a seat, standing right there. So this issue of Mr. Campbell being revoked, I could say this to you, sir. Mr. Campbell, at that time, I don't know the gentleman personally, he did an exemplary job along with the presiding officer. What's her name again? The former police officer?
Ms. Davis?
Yes, they did exemplary because every request that those other party asked for, and even if the PLP asked for something be done once was within the law, he allowed it to happen.
All right. Well, we appreciate that call, my friend.
Thank you so much for your
call. This is Garden Radio Today, 96.9 FM. Today is G&G. It ain't G&D or D&G. You got
I'll answer him after the break.
You want to answer after the break?
I'll ask him after the break.
But this is Garden Radio Today, 96.9 FM. This is Garth Minard Roseboro. My slogan for this by-election is move the tree. Move the tree. We'll be right back.
You ain't know he is it. Best to know. Head man, let's go, man. Listen, the boys them at the bar, they say it the most. But when they white come around, you swear they see ghosts. As soon as she drive away. The Free National Movement invites you to Rally in the Alley, the finale. We're ready for the Golden Isles edition. Join us this Friday, November 21st at 7:30 p.m. at Dignity Gardens Park. Get to know your team. Dr. Dwayne Sand, Ryan B. Brown, Deputy Leader Shannon Dawn Cartwright, and Leader, the Honorable Michael C. Pintar. That's Rally in the Alley, Golden Isles edition, the finale. Friday, November 21st at 7:30 p.m. Carmichael Road, west of Gladstone Road.
Step inside the John Baptiste Jazz Club at Bahamar, where the rhythm of the islands of the Bahamas meets the soul of New Orleans. Every night, the lights dim, the music swells, and the air fills with that unmistakable energy, the kind that makes you close your eyes and just feel. Savor signature cocktails, curated small plates, and live performances from world-class musicians, all in an intimate, artfully designed space where every seat has a story. Whether it's a romantic night out or a spontaneous evening with friends, this is where you want to be. The John Baptiste Jazz Club, only at Bahamar. Reserve your table now at bahamar.com/jazz club or through the Bahamar app, because every evening plays its own tune.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of a fresh start with a personal loan at Fidelity. You could win refreshing prizes like a luxurious spa day, John Boat gift certificates, a cruise for two, and more. Make that move to a fresh start today. Call 356-7764. Promotion ends December 19th.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Boy, you don't know me, yeah. You don't know who I is. Fool around and run your mouth. Check yourself, don't misbehave. Boy, you don't know me, yeah. You don't know who I is.
Boy, y'all don't know who I is. I know who Gabi is, though. Boy, listen, I had a show with Gabi one time. Gabi catch fire up in here. All I gotta do is play the song When Baintown Woman Catch Fire, but even the devil run. Now, if you see God, Maynard Roseborough running, but you know that woman ain't playing. And then she can come in here, Chris Benham, and say, I know what I do, God. I gotta keep behind me. I say, Jesus, I'm trying to catch myself. But anyhow, you know, I ain't never scared of Gabi. Gabi husband born July 15th, and I born July 14th, so we ain't got no problem in this studio, man. This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We got a whole lot of text. I got a call on the line, but hold on, caller. Let me just read one more text out of these 50 texts. I gotta try chop these down.
Yeah, read the text.
Cause the Bahamian people's minds were made up long time. No paving the road will work. Even the U.S. Democrats had a blue wave. Caller, go ahead. I read one. Let me try.
One second before the caller goes ahead, I just want to quickly answer the last caller in reference to the ballot box and all this stuff. The thing about it is, our elections are also watched internationally. Okay. There are persons that it always should be an appearance of impartiality.
Okay.
Impropriety, there should be. Our election should appear to be. The thing about it is, it doesn't matter when a public officer, when you go and say publicly, I look at God as though God, if I go and say, I look at God as though God is my ex-daddy.
Yes.
How can I then sit on a panel that has to make decisions that may go and swing against God? People will say, I have a bias. I have a bias. I can't swing against you because I look at you like my daddy. And when you look at somebody like that, they're like you as a daddy figure. I don't want to disappoint my daddy. So if I know my daddy would have want this particular thing, this might have looked like a spoiled ballot, but this in favor for my daddy's side.
But the man is a Christian and God-fearing man, so he probably ain't
in ordinary circumstances, and we are only human, not saying that he would do this. So my thing about it is, if you are free and fair, like Aaron Green would have said earlier on her show, you should have no problem with recusing yourself. You should have no problem with saying, listen, I ain't even getting in y'all mix up. If my public statements may have compromised me, I think that's where he went wrong.
You know what your problem is?
My public statements may have compromised me. Listen, I can step back, God. I can't serve on this jury.
You know what your real problem
What
is?
my problem is?
You never really listened to Ronnie Butler good.
Which one?
When I reached a dozen, I found out she was my first cousin, but I put the lips... Anyway, let me not
It
finish
ain't
that
even
song.
about first cousins, because yes, we have relatives and relations, but you don't mess with all
But
them.
all us
You could
related.
be, we could be related, but you've implied a relationship. Relations and relationships is two different things.
Well, guess what? They tell me I's a foreigner. They tell me I ain't no real
So,
Bahamian because my last name
Let's
is
not do
Roseborough.
that. I think we playing with semantics when we try
Well,
to
this
do
is what
that
we do.
about relations and relationships.
You're only family when I need you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because we have plenty cousins who we've never spoken to, never talked to, who may even carry the same last name, but I don't know that fella.
You see-
But when I come and say, this my brother, this my road dog, this my ride or die, that's a different type of relationship.
You know my pretty cousin, Jessie?
Okay, that's my road dog.
Yeah, boy. Jesus, she pretty, eh? Anyhow, Jessie, good to hear from you. Listen, you know, we use the word swing, and you was here when I invited Anton Swing to my show.
Anton Swing say he do make it.
No. He promised us. He walked. He said,
Yeah.
I come in.
Tell me at a
He then
dental
swing
appointment.
me.
Mhm.
And doing all kind of video all over the place, swinging all over the place, but he never swing back in here.
And the last thing I wanted to say too, in terms of, you ever heard about this thing, this floating ballot? I think a lot of the things that we say too is due to poor civic education in our systems and how things should work.
That's what Kareem Hanchel talking
Yeah,
about.
and I have to agree with a lot of poor civic education has gotten us to this point where we feel like anything that buck up goes. And if you want something, not because, remember back in the day we used to not wear no seatbelt. Before they started enforcing that seatbelt law, early 2000, 2005, you know, everybody used to be riding up in the front seat, the child leaning over.
Yeah, the baby in the front seat
and
too.
everything.
Yeah.
The seatbelt law was always on the books. We just never enforced it. A lot of things we just do. And then when someone says, listen, no, that ain't gonna fly, that ain't gonna work. We're gonna do this the right way. All of a sudden, oh my God, you want me to wear my seatbelt? What do you mean?
And that's
What
the
do you
same
mean?
thing with littering and prostitution and everything else. People are selling every day. But anyhow, I ain't getting into that. Listen, folks, I got a call on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, good afternoon, God.
Hey, man, I try and have a good day here. How you doing, my brother?
Good afternoon, Gabi.
Good afternoon.
God, I think Gabi is an objective person.
Okay.
You know, you can't take it from a she. I mean,
I think so too, you know. I think so too.
I really don't see her having any horse in any race.
Thank you.
Sometimes she's lean a little hard one way, but I just have to bring her back, then she's getting mad with me this fight. But then she good.
I lean when it's leaning on the right side. I leaning on the everlasting love.
Yeah.
Leaning on
You wasn't,
Jesus.
you wasn't expecting that one.
What I want to say, God, also is that sometimes I think you do the COI and injustice because not necessarily on this show today, but I've been listening to you, and particularly on Shanique Miller's show.
Okay, tell me why it's an injustice. Let me hear this. Let me see if I can fight.
Sometimes I think you dismiss the COI, just rightly dismiss them.
Tell me why.
I don't feel that's something you should be doing, because after all, the Bahamian people, which includes all of us, have the right to really vote for who we want to vote for.
So have I ever said not to vote for the COI?
No, and while we're on this topic, let me ask.
I'm asking, have I ever said that?
If you ever said what, who to vote for?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to say that out direct.
Okay.
People's actions speak louder than their words.
No, your interpretation of my actions is what you believe as an opinion, and it's just simply that I respect that. I know I respect what you're saying, but it doesn't have to be true.
The caller who called you earlier and talk about if you hear this row going on and the PLP ain't included in that. Well, no, the PLP is not going to be included in all that row because everything is working in their favor as far as.
But once again, let me tell you what I'm hearing from you. What I'm hearing from you is that you're soft towards. I'm hearing that you're soft towards a particular side, and you think that I am biased against because you yourself have a bias. I've always said that to you. Now, as for me personally, I gave you the full layout as to how I am thinking, and you still would not be able to determine who I'm voting for. And I'll give it to you one more time so you can hear it. I said to you, we have a PLP candidate that just arrived, and we have a government that just woke up and came strong. That's what I said. I said we have a Brian Brown who's always been there and always working on his own merit, done a great job, but his leadership and party just arrived. I said that. I said the COI, Brian Roll, who is my friend. I'm not saying he's my friend, buddy. But he's my fishing buddy. We going out to sea together. Hold on. You put me in a box. I gotta get out. I don't like boxes. I said to you, name me one thing Brian Roll has done in the constituency to say who he is. And people couldn't tell me that. I said, give me one thing in the constituency that the COI has done. And they couldn't tell me that. What you want me to say? You want me to lie? That's my friend. Lincoln Bain saw me yesterday at the school. He said, hey, bro, because you know why? Lincoln Bain is my brother. You don't even know that. But he would know and he would tell you, Garth ain't gonna lie. But if you ask Garth to help you, he'll tell you if you ask Garth to help you, he'll help you.
That you're asking people is not a fair question.
What's a fair question?
The COI has never been in government.
You don't have to be in government.
Brian Brown is in government.
Okay, hold on. I can cut you right now. I tell you why I'm cutting you, because you're getting fresh. Listen to me. Gabi called me today. And let me tell you straight up. Gabi called me today before she came on the show. Ask Gabi how much people was in my car. Ask Gabi what I was doing today for Golden Isles. I ain't no politician. I ain't no community leader, but I was there helping people. And people will tell you, Mr. God, if you need something, you go to Adelaide, you look for Mr. God. If he got it, you got it. That's how I live.
I have to agree with you on that one, Garth, because Brian Brown, on the other hand, hasn't been elected. He's never served, but he's been running programs. He's had a community office open for the past 4 years. He's been taking seniors on tours.
So what are you talking about?
He's been running community BJC and BGCSE classes. He's been doing all these things without a budget behind him or without government resources behind him.
So what this fella trying to say to me, right? And I still love and respect the caller, by the way. I ain't cut him because I don't like him. Mm-hmm. What he trying to tell Garth is, God, I need you to go to Linden Pillen Airport. I want you to go jump in that plane where that nigga never fly. I used the word nigga.
Oh, Jesus.
I used, Chris, tell her you can find me. Send me the bill. That nigga want me to go fly. He want me to fly with some Negro. He want me to fly with somebody in the airplane who ain't never fly before. But you gotta show me your record. You gotta show me how you just fly. You gotta show me you can get me up and get me back down. And if you can't show me that, I ain't flying with you. Now, what more you want from me, next caller? Go ahead, next caller.
I had to call back. I have an rhetorical question for you and Gabi.
Wow.
Gabi is saying that Mr. Campbell said Brave is like his father, right? Right, Gabi? Hello?
I'm listening to you.
Because
you call back and the line hot, so get straight to it.
No, I'm getting to it. I'm asking
when you get back, when you get back quick though.
Yeah, I can get back to you quick.
Okay.
He's saying that Mr. Davis is like a father to him, right? The Prime Minister, right?
Yes.
But
implying a deep personal relationship.
Just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, he also said that Mr. Pintard...
He sprinkled that in there for good measure. He sprinkled that in there for good measure. Thank you so much.
That's fact.
Thank you so much, caller. Appreciate it. We're going to get to the next one.
Gabi got
he sprinkled that in there for good measure. Anytime you know you didn't get caught with your pants down, let me tell you what you do.
Gabi.
But also...
That's his opinion.
Tell you.
But that's his opinion.
Yeah, that's his opinion. But he sprinkled that in there for good measure.
Yeah, but that's his opinion.
You and I know. You think so, God? You don't think he sprinkled that in there for good measure? I want to hear your opinion on that.
No, what I'm saying is that I got a next call on the line. I got all them texts.
Oh, now you getting the call.
No, but let me get this caller. Caller, go ahead, caller.
You got to answer that question.
Caller, go ahead. Because I'm doing a fight all day. I ain't got time for that. Go ahead, next caller.
How are you doing, God?
I don't. Hey, I know that voice anywhere. Go ahead.
Hey, Gabi.
I know. That's
No. Let me hear what he got to say.
Hey, right now. Gabi,
Jesus, I hear from him and you been with Rocky, but
the man said you objective, so let's see what you got to say.
Hey,
Gabi.
Hey.
Just be careful. Me, Brian Brown, Neil Campbell go together in Golden Gate, okay? Brian Brown and Neil Campbell was best friends walking to school from SU, okay? Michael Pintard and Neil is first cousins, okay?
So that's even more reason for him to recuse himself. He close to them too.
But Gabi, hold on, Gabi.
You straightening argument. No, I want you all to see how you're straightening the argument. If you say Pintard is your cousin, Brian is your cousin, you need to go. I don't care who's your cousin. All of them, the COI should be telling you all as well. Them and Karen Butler should be saying, I don't trust them because that's Brian Brown cousin and they need to go because they just be shooting marbles in the schoolyard. They need to go. I don't care. You are saying that, listen, these family relationships are so close. I don't care who you say you're related to. The fact is you're closely related to either one of the candidates. It doesn't matter. So you telling me now that they related to Brian Brown don't make the argument better, Dave.
Dave, let me hear what you got to say.
Go ahead, Dave. Let me listen to you, Dave.
Let me hear you. Dave, go ahead, Dave. Huh? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you say?
It wasn't me. I ain't cut you because I want the people say that get cut from a different end.
Let's see. Now, some time ago, when I was getting hot, the person say, calm down, Garth. Now, you see, I ain't hot no more.
I ain't hot neither. I just
What you mean you ain't hot? You and Dave going at it. You know, Dave.
No, because Dave, you just wasn't making no sense. So let me tell you now, on the People Lab Radio, you wasn't making no sense with that.
But you hot.
You can't say that because there's someone else, one of the other candidates' cousin now. You still present a conflict of interest, so your argument is flawed.
Well, I think them.
Whether you was Brian cousin, Karen cousin, what the next one name?
All right, let me get this one.
Cousin,
let me squeeze this in, Gabby. Good day, two things. I'm a voter. Okay, I like this one. Good day, two things. I'm a voter in Golden Isles, Bacardi Road. I don't appreciate how Mr. Pixar came on Morning Blend and didn't take calls. He reminds me of Fred Mitchell and the second lady who called about Michael Pintard. Why don't PLPs don't call Steve McKinney's show from 5:30 p.m. and challenge the things he's saying about the government? Gabi.
Oh, I know. I know what they're talking about.
No. Okay. Watch this one. This one probably coming after me. This one for me. Guys, in other words, whoever cut the tree down,
get the vote.
You want to vote for them? See, Chris, you see that? Chris, I like this.
God vote is one Cascarina. How much tree in the yard?
I got two Cascarina trees.
Two Cascarina tree need to cut
every
down.
Now and then.
God vote is for sale and it's valued at two Cascarina tree being cut down.
Let me show you what has happened. When them strong hurricane didn't come, they just touched my wires.
Oh yeah.
Now on my wires, I got one of them transformer. So when
that means the whole block ain't got no power after that.
All his hairs, boom! I said, Jesus.
But BPL does that, right? They're responsible for that.
They came and they trim it, but they ain't cut it. I wanted to cut it down so I could remove it as a future threat. That's all I want, because the limbs can grow again.
Yeah, so you need to, they're responsible for that.
Solving the problem. I want to solve the problem. I don't want to just address the problem.
I told you were a problem solver earlier.
I like to solve problems.
You was trying to run away from it.
But they saying I can vote for the person who cut down the tree. So let me leave that there and let's see if
that's Brian Road better go cut that tree down quick.
All right then. Guys, if people did like Menace wouldn't have gotten beat so bad. It's a good day, Garby. Welcome back on the show. You need your own show. You make more sense than Garth. So Garth, you need to stick with Shanique Miller. Y'all is think alike. So I see, but these people going to church.
I only fly here.
Listen. That's their opinion. I could take that. Look, watch this again now. See why I love you, Gabby? You are so well spoken and you know exactly how to handle Garth. By the way, Chris, don't you just love sitting in this chair? By the way, your explanation of the advanced poll election was so vivid. I felt as if I was also a witness. I love all of you. G, and D. That's Garth, Gabby, and Darvin. But they put Darvin.
I miss Darvin, I see Darvin in a minute.
Meeting. You know, these busy people. We got to make our own money. Mm-hmm. They see why I love you, Gabby. You hear what they say? They see why they love you. Now, Gabby, you felt
I love y'all too. I feel a love. I thank you so much. I feel a love because sometimes I don't know. God love is don't feel all the way unconditional. You know, it just feel a little conditional sometimes.
That's it.
But I don't know if that's them cancer people.
No, that's old people.
Old people?
But young people. You know, we look at you all a little different. If you say old, you say been around from that time.
No, you say you ain't that old. You say you missed the Burma Road riot.
Oh, look here. This person said, I'm a man, but I ain't like that male man. And I don't know why they got to tell me.
What they telling you that for?
I must say I love the brethren and so forth. I guess they don't go to church, but that type of love.
What happened? We need to get back to those
But this is what I
days,
say, men afraid to hear
and I
another
tell you,
man
love
say.
thy neighbor.
But men don't. Anyway, I can't teach everybody. I can only help you as much as I could.
You won't get these last 2 callers in, or you won't read these texts.
Gabby, let the PLP callers have their say. It ain't long. That's what someone tell you.
I let them if they say. I don't interrupt. If the man call back twice to tell me but myself.
Okay. Your co-host needs to get the facts before she get on the radio. The show is becoming empty, just a bunch of nothing.
Can I say that's an idiot?
It's an opinion. I mean, I can say
it's
you
an
can say
idiot
that.
opinion.
Yeah, okay. And I got you. I agree with you. Okay.
I think it's an idiot opinion.
Garth, I love the banter you have with both of your co-hosts. It keeps the show very entertaining and informative.
They don't always be here being so facetious.
Yeah. They had something else to say about another show host, but I try to keep it decent here. I just got to sanitize some of these, but
decent?
Yeah.
You use you and decent in the same sentence?
Yeah, but see, okay. These people think, anyway, we can talk about that before the show ends. We got to get
If they only know how we being here killing ourselves laughing.
Bahamian people are smart and know what's going on in this country. The Bahamian people are smart and know what's going on in the country. Ooh. Unfortunately, when the election rolls around, all common sense goes out the window and is replaced by tribal politics. I love that texter. Chris, I love... Who sent me that text? I love that texter. That text off the chain. That's a sensible text. Because you always really get stupid. But I don't understand.
And we in here, we really just be facetious, facilitating a conversation.
Yes, only a conversation.
We just be volleyballing back and forth. Who wants to be in a room where all opinions are exactly the same?
They want that.
Everyone. They need to go to church, God, then,
and
head a choir where everybody's singing in perfect melodious harmony.
That's it, Gabby. I love that, Gabby. That's so sure. Caller, go ahead, caller. Let's see what type of song you singing. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, God.
Hey, buddy.
When you're in primary school and the headmaster followed the rule to beat you.
Yeah, I gave Miss Lyle in St. Thomas More an 18-inch ruler, and that's the first one to get beaten with it.
Well, those who crying, the COI and the FNM. So they know what coming. They know the licking stick coming. They crying before the beating come.
Okay, well, boy, that's your opinion. I appreciate you. Hey, you got to write your opinion. Next caller. Let's go ahead, caller. Let's see if this one is an FNM or COI. Go ahead, caller. Caller, go ahead.
We lost that caller, Chris?
No. Caller, you still there? Caller?
No, we lost him. Call back.
Let me take the next caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello, good afternoon.
A very good afternoon to you.
Garth and Gabby, trust everything is well with you all today.
This is Atlanta. Yes?
I have a question, Garth.
This is Brother Smith.
You was talking about that Casuarina tree, right?
You said I called your name on the side, but go ahead, my brother.
Now,
you've been to Queens College. Go ahead. I talk in your business.
Responsible for trimming of trees from dangerous power lines.
Yes, that's what I just told him.
No, I just said to call the relevant authorities and see if you could use your influence to cut down a tree. Now, if you can't do that, what that got to do with voting?
Well, you wonder why the politicians continue to do what they do, because they're doing tasks and favors. That's not their job.
Now, hold on. Now, me and you drive together in Atlanta for 6-7 years. I said to you that I'm asking the representative to use their influence for the correct agency to do their job.
He wants them to speed up the process.
Now, that don't have nothing to do with me voting.
Remember now, the roads wasn't getting paved before the influence came. So he wants them to use that influence
to do their job. That's it.
That's what he's asking.
Let me see if I can sum this up for clarity.
Because I ain't got nothing to do with me voting.
No.
That was me being facetious, by the way. I didn't. Because I'm the one that said your vote cost a cost.
Only the slow Bahamian people them think doing something got something to do with me voting. But go ahead. It's slow. Go ahead.
That's a lot of people.
I know that.
Anyway,
boy, God, I better stop saying that then.
Let me say this, Don.
Yeah.
So your candidate has to use influence for someone to do their job.
Sometimes.
Cut the tree.
Sometimes.
Then they have to use their influence to pave the road.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Then they have to use their influence to take the water from on the side of the road from where they just paved the road and where the tree roots dig up the road.
And remove the water in Pinewood when it flood, yes.
Okay, that's what you call a pickle. And at the end of the day, what does the people benefit when they get the parliament? I'll hang up and I'll listen.
Okay, what they get when they get to parliament is they get cushion. They get cushion.
Cushion for what? The pusher?
No, they just get cushion. They live a good life, and whether it gets done or not, they still live good. Whether it's 5 years or 10 years, 15 or 20, they get cushion. So if you don't get what you got to get now, then you finish. That's the bottom line.
You want to squeeze these last
So,
two calls in?
Yeah, you got to use your influence, use your power, or use your money. That's the way the world works. And right now, I thought I had influenced Gabi because I was the only radio show host that live in Golden Isles. I know that, but they ain't come to see me. So I said, my life must ain't got no influence. But guess what they didn't know? Everybody in Golden Isles calling God. God, what we can do? Brian is your cousin. PLP doing some things, building house. And COI is your friend. What we can do, God? Who we going to vote for? And I ain't saying a word. I just talking to them, but I ain't going to talk to the politician them. Caller, go ahead. Caller, go ahead.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Gabi.
Hi.
Don't let that text stuff disrupt your day here.
No, child.
Let me tell you something.
Unscathed.
Next to Naughty and MJ, you are my most favorite talk show host. That's next.
Boy, you so stale.
Next to Naughty and MJ.
I enjoy them. I definitely love it, especially Mary Jane. No offense, Naughty.
Don't let that fool. Don't let that fool.
I love me some MJ.
I'm telling you. So don't let that fool disrupt your day. Yeah? I only call to take up for you. That's all.
I appreciate that. Let me tell you something. Y'all ain't know. I got the war. They ready to fight. They ready to fight.
I pressed the button on him. I ain't no favorite. Next caller on the line. Get out of here. Next caller.
Don't get jealous.
Yeah, I jealous. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. How you doing, guys? How you doing, Gabby?
Hey, Antoine. How you doing, my brother?
Hey.
Everything's cool, man. How y'all doing?
Man, be doing very well, man. Trying to end the show and get rid of these texts. But go ahead, my brother. Let's see what we can do. We got about 15 texts. Give me some time. Give me your best 2 minutes. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Chris, I can't take no more calls, Chris. No more calls.
Unless.
Go ahead, Anton.
Go ahead, Anton. We got 5 minutes left in the show.
Anton, you see there?
Anton.
Well, I think we lost him.
Well, he hung up.
He could try to call back. Let me read you these texts, though, okay? Garth and Gabi, Anton, call back. Garth and Gabi, I have never heard so much stuttering and ing in my life from the PLP to clear up their skullduggery. Hey, only take calls from Anton. Hey, that'll be the last call. They need to stop stuttering because we don't believe them. Y'all got caught. Suck my teeth. Gabi, his admission of knowing Brian Brown and Pintard makes it worse. Dumb as rocks. Jesus, boy, y'all hardy.
I think we may have gotten Anton back on the line.
Yeah.
Because we only have a couple minutes left.
Yeah, let me just get through some of these texts. These texts they done been writing, and there's a lot of them. I'm trying to sanitize as I read, but anyhow, as host and co-host, you two are too political and rowdy. Laugh out loud.
That's what the people come here and listen for.
Man.
They love it.
That's
they
our
love
friend.
it. They love it.
They love it too. That's why they say laugh out loud.
Yeah, that's why they always listening.
Yeah.
They love it.
That's one of our favorite people text.
That's our favorite pastime, John.
He did not say he wasn't taking calls. We didn't take calls because of time constraints. I had plenty questions for him, so the callers need to stop. Now, you see, if I bring them back, or if Dwight brings them back in the morning, you know what they can say? Or Dwight taking sides because he bring that fella back.
Hey, bring them back. Don't forget now, 302-2300, and you could be back as much times as you want.
That's it. Now, this is the other one say, Garth, I am with you on this massive upset over almost $300. Lord, this is crazy. This one is a preacher. Lord, help us on the big election day. This person really love the Lord. Steve McKinney only talks COI and Guardian is known as F&M. I listen to all. See, everyone can say they got their bias. Steve McKinney only talks COI and Guardian is known as F&M, they say. Now, they saying beyond the headlines is what? Tell me, Gabi. You ain't read it. Tell me what they think that is. Come on, man.
Read what the text
they say that's PLP. So guess what? I on the F&M station now, according to them, and then when I go on Shanique, I on the PLP station. So when I go to Adelaide, what station I on? That's what they need to find out. Gabi, please don't go back to beyond the headlines. Gabi, please don't go. They said it twice. Don't go back there.
Why?
I don't know why they want to do that to you.
I know why they want
The
to do
people
that.
them love you. I don't know. That wasn't for you, God. That was for the evil listening public. Okay, I got you. And Antoine, I got this one last text, and I got you. We're going with Triple B. Brian Brown, this person says. Now, listen, I read everybody text today. Thanks be to God. And I just want to say thank you all for tuning in. Anton, I got that minute for you. Go ahead, Anton.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, my brother. We got disconnected.
Unless someone in the opposition, it doesn't matter who, unless someone in the opposition can provide some kind of evidence that demonstrates inappropriate behavior that calls into question impartiality on behalf of those individuals with responsibility for overseeing the by-election, it would be completely unfair, completely biased, and we would be standing on extremely rocky ground as a nation that is known to have stability in our democracy and stability in our politics, to have someone step aside just because an accusation was made. Anybody can make an accusation. We're not running a tuck shop of a country. And our democracy that has been standing the test of time over the past 50 plus, almost 60 years, is maturing. And so the persons who want to participate in our national politics must be of that same level of maturity.
Well, I appreciate you, Anton. You know we're all out of time. But he's speaking about maturity, and hopefully we can continue that conversation in the next show. Gabi, it's always great to have you.
It's always great. I just want to say publicly, thank you so much for always allowing me to be here. Yourself, Shanique, all those people. I have to publicly thank them who open up their spaces and give me an opportunity to continue to grow.
The door is open on
Sunday.
I invited you Sunday. Go on.
I'm hanging to you.
And the show was hot.
All I want to say
the show was hot. Now this Sunday.
The people that say me and you always rowing.
I said this Sunday you come in.
I can let
Sunday, see the same foolishness. Sunday, 5 to 6 remark. Thank you, Chris
Shout
Penniman.
out to our awesome producer, Chris Penniman, on the ones and the twos.
Thank you, the Guardian staff, executives, you the Bayman people, the ones who love us, the ones who hate us. We love all of you. And Golden Isles. This is Cut the Tree. Roseboro. Take care and have a good one.
Good afternoon.
Say, love your show, G&G. Great job.
You make me go crazy up in here. Yeah, you don't know me, eh? Oh, you don't know me.